Many years ago, in the quiet town of Ire-Owuro, there lived a gentle girl named Temilola. People in the town called her Nurse T. Even though she wasn't fully a nurse yet, she was only an assistant nurse at a local clinic. But everyone liked her. Even the nurses she was working under, they loved her because Nurse T was kind, quiet, and always ready to help. She would stay after work and she would clean the beds, mop the floor, even when others have gone home. One person who always noticed her was Kunle. Kunle was a school teacher. He wore old clothes. He lived with his mother in a small zinc roof house. He doesn't really talk much, but whenever Temilola closed from the clinic, Kunle would be standing near the road, smiling like someone who saw an angel. Sometimes he helped her to carry her bag. Sometimes he bought her akara, and sometimes they would just sat by the mango tree, talking small. Temilola liked Kunle so much, not because Kunle was a rich man, but because he was humble and he always listened. Kunle told her jokes from his students, and whenever they are discussing, Temilola would laugh and be shaking her head. Kunle, please leave these children. You too like wahala. He would smile. At least they reminded him of you, stubborn but very sweet. Because of their closeness together, even the villagers started to gossip. You see this girl, she would marry Kunle one day. See how their love is carrying them up and down. Even the old women selling okra in the market believed it. Most of them told Temilola's mother, that boy may be poor, but he's a good boy, you. He will make a very strong home. Temilola's mother smiled. She had suffered too much already and she just wanted peace for her only child, Temi. Then, one evening, it rained heavily in Ire-Owuro. Thunder rolled, wind scattered roofing sheets, lightning flashed like God was snapping pictures in the sky. Temilola was about to sleep when she heard a loud knock. Who is that? She asked. It's me, Kunle. Please open. Temi opened the door. Kunle was wet from head to toe and he was crying. Mama, she has collapsed. Please help me. Temilola didn't waste time. She wrapped a scarf round her head and followed Kunle home. They started running barefoot throughout the rain. When they got to Kunle's house, his mother was lying on the floor. Her eyes were half opened and she was not talking. We must go to the clinic now, Temilola shouted. But rain is too much. Kunle replied, how are we going to move her? Temilola bent down. Help me carry her on my back. I will carry her. Together, they both lifted the old woman. Temilola tied her very tight so that she would not fall. She then carried her across muddy roads. Her head was really banging of headache. Even her back hurts. Her leg was really shaking because she had carried her for a long time. But Temilola did not stop. When they got to the clinic, there was no doctor on duty, only a night watchman and one sleepy nurse. Temilola didn't even wait. She shouted orders. She cleaned the old woman and she set her up for the VI drip. She sat by her bed all night, holding her hand and praying. By morning, the old woman opened her eyes and she said, is this heaven? Temilola laughed with tears in her eyes. No, Mama, you are still in the village. You are still in Ire-Owuro. You still owe me eba and a lot of amala and soup. They all laughed. Even Kunle wiped his eyes with the corner of his shirt. He couldn't hold his tears because he thought he had lost his mother. The old woman stayed at the clinic for 2 more days and Temilola did not stop caring for her. She visited every hour. She bought fresh pap for her. She would clean her feet, brush her hair. She even used her small savings to buy blood tonic for the woman because Kunle could not afford it. But Temilola began to cough. She felt cold and she couldn't breathe well. She tried to hide it, but one morning she fainted inside the ward. When the doctor came and examined her, they ran some tests and it was confirmed that Temilola had malaria, and also because of her being too tired, the rain that she entered that night gave her chest infection. She was moved to a bed and they started giving her treatment. When Kule heard about what happened to her, he came the first evening and he brought her some fruit juice and also some other fruits. He sat by her side. He touched her hand. Temi, thank you for saving my mother. God bless you. Temi nodded and smiled, but she was still very weak. Kule, don't worry. This is a small thing. I am happy that Mama is okay. Kule visited the next day too. Then the other day, he didn't come. Temi waited and she waited, yet Kunle did not come. She checked her phone, nothing. 1 week passed, still no sight of Kunle. One of the nurses tried to encourage her and told her, maybe he traveled though, that is why you have not been seeing him. And she then encouraged her, maybe he was scared to see you in your weak moment. Just calm down, he would come back. But Temilola felt it. She felt like something was really wrong and she could not place it. Then, one Sunday morning, a woman rushed into the clinic holding a bright bag. She came to see her cousin in the next bed. She brought biscuits, cake, and by mistake, she placed the bag beside Temilola's bed. The bag had gold ribbons and something was boldly written on it. Happy wedding, Kunle and Bimbo. Temilola sat up. She blinked. She read it again. Wedding. She picked up the card, opened it. It was real. That day, white wedding, city wedding, reception at Loyal Hall. Temilola began to sweat. Her chest rose and fell. She removed the drip she was getting and wanted to rush off when one of the nurses shouted, "Where are you going?" But Temilola did not answer. She walked outside barefoot. She didn't stop. She walked to Kunle's compound. When she got there, their gate was locked. No music, no person was inside, and Kunle was not inside. She then asked one of the neighbors, "Please, where is Kunle?" The man looked surprised. "You didn't hear?" "Well, Kunle married that Lagos girl. It's the news is everywhere. You should have heard it. He married that Lagos girl, the one that always carry him around with her Toyota Camry." Temilola felt like the earth should open and swallow her. Her eyes turned red, but she simply turned and said to the man, "Thank you so much," and she walked back to the hospital. She decided to continue her treatment at home and she was discharged by the doctor. When she went home, she slept for 2 days straight. Her mother called her name, but she didn't respond. She just lay there, crying and not talking to anybody. Then, one evening, the old woman who she once saved knocked on the door. She came in with a small bowl of food. "Temi," she called out to her, "please eat." Temi shook her head and said no. The woman now knelt down. "My son is a fool. You are a blessing. Please eat." But still, Temilola refused to eat her food. She was still mad and she said nothing. Kunle's mother tried all she could and seeing that Temi was stubborn, she had to leave. Later that night, Temi's mother knelt beside her. "My child, listen, love is not pain. Oh. He gave you too much, but God is not blind. Your joy will return. Please, go back to your normal life. You have been a girl full of life. Do not let a man's betrayal turn you to a sadist. I know it hurts. I have been there. But my child, pick up the pieces of your life and move on. Better things are ahead of you." You just have to take a bold step. Temilola closed her eyes and tears was just streaming out of her eyes one after the other. Temilola listened to her mother and decided to return to the hospital and resume her life. But when she went back to the hospital, the woman that bought that wedding souvenir was still at the hospital. Temilola asked her again, "Did you say this is Kunle's wedding?" The woman nodded, "Yes, so." And she was looking surprised. "Yes, now. It is not a news that was hidden. It was everywhere. You did not hear? They said the girl that Kunle married is a lawyer. Fine girl. She's from a very rich family." Temilola took the card and looked at it again. It was real. Kunle's name boldly written on it. She wanted to laugh, she wanted to scream, but she did none. She just sat still like a statue, and the woman did not stop talking. She kept on running her mouth. "You know, people know him, oh, and with the way you are asking about him, it seems like you are one of the lucky ones that know him. Kunle is not a big man, no." Temilola did not even reply. She turned her face to the other side, and that night, when she got home, she could not even sleep. She thought she had gotten herself, but she noticed that it was as if her pain was getting more deeper. She just sat and was staring into the dark. Her ceiling fan was just making noise, and by morning, she could not hold it any longer. She stood up and she rushed out. Her mother asked her where she was going. She just said, "Mama, I need to see someone and I'm coming." Temi rushed to Kunle's house, and when she reached there, this time around, she saw people, plenty people. A car was even parked outside, big and shiny car, with wedding ribbon still hanging on it. Kunle's mother was laughing with other two women. They were carrying bags of rice. At first, Temilola stood at the gate watching. Then she walked in slowly. No one noticed her. Then Kunle's mother saw her. She stopped smiling. "Ah, Temilola, you are here. The last time I saw you, you were not looking well. Why did you stress yourself and come all the way to this place?" Ah, the women that Kunle's mother was talking to turned, and one of them said, "Is she not the girl that was in the hospital?" And the other said, "Yes, she's the nurse girl." Everyone thought that Kunle will marry her. Chai, so unfortunate that Kunle found someone better. As they were still opening their mouth, saying all the rubbish in this world, both the one they asked them and the one they did not ask them, Kunle came out of the room and immediately he sighted Temi. He was shocked. He looked around first and then walked towards her. Temi just looked at her and said, "You didn't tell me?" Kunle looked down. I don't know how to say it though. Everything happened so fast. I don't know. Oh, everything happened so fast. Kunle, you know, at first, I wanted to forget about this thing I heard. I wanted to just move on with my life. But everywhere I go, people would always talk at my back. Everywhere I step on, the memories two of us had would just be flashing on my head. I kept on wondering what happened. Why did you choose her over me? What did I do wrong? I was only kind. I fell in love with a man I thought that loved me back. Even when you came coming to my door in the middle of the night, I carried your mother on my back in the rain. I stayed up all night. I used my own money to buy her medicine. And you were busy planning your wedding with someone else all this while I was the fool loving you and taking care of your own mother. Kunle tried to touch her and sympathize, but Temi moved back. It's not like that. Please. Then tell me, what is it like? You can see the way I'm talking. I am so calm, Kunle. I need you to calm down and tell me what is really going on. I need to understand. Someone should tap me. It's as if I'm really, I'm waking up from a dream, right? Talk to me, I'm listening. Kunle's mother came close and now said to Temi, please don't be angry. Everything is in God's hand. This word, it get as it be o. Please. Sometimes it's not how we plan our life, that's how it ends. Please, don't be angry. Temilola shook her head. No, Mama, I am not angry o. I am only asking Kunle what really happened. I came to get a very big closure so that I will know what I actually did wrong. And I'm only ashamed. Ashamed that I believed in someone I thought loved me. The villagers in Kunle's house, everyone was watching the drama. Even people at the next compound, they came out looking for the one they would grab and gossip. Kunle, noticing all this, continued to beg. I am sorry, Temi. Please forgive me. Oh no, you are not sorry. You are not sorry, Kunle. You are proud of what you did. You wore abada, smiled in pictures, and you had the mind to post it online. There is no problem. I did not come here to cause any panic, or I did not come here to come and create a scene. God knows I've moved past that. Before Temi left, she stopped and said to Kunle, you see this place, this ground I am standing on. This is the same ground I walked on barefoot, carrying your mother like a sack of rice. But I was happy doing it because I thought I was helping my future family. The women looked at each other. One of them even muttered, hey, chai, this one paying deep oh. How can she do all those things and the man finally left her? Women should do better, Sha. Temilola now faced Kunle's new wife, who stood by the door watching silently. She was tall, fair, with one beautiful wig and a shiny gold shoes. Temilola looked at her and said to her, you have caught him, oh. I'm not here to fight him with you. Take care of him. You have him now. Just make sure he never fell sick in the rain. Temilola then turned and walked out of the compound. Later that night, Temi sat outside her mother's house. Her mother came and sat beside her. Temi, what? Temi did not even answer. I warned you, but I don't want to break your heart. You see, life has done it for me. Temi closed her eyes, and all was coming out was just tears. Mama, but was I not enough? What does that woman that Kunle married have? What does she have that I don't have, Mama? Why would he do this kind of thing to me? Temi's mother wiped her tears. My child, you are more than enough. He was just too blind to see you. He was too blind to see that you are the best and full option. But I want you to know this. It is his loss, so not yours. Stop crying. I know you are hurting so badly, but I want you to move past this. It might not be easy, but one way for you to move past your pain is to keep your mind and heart very busy. Just forget about what people say when you pass. Continue with the good work that you have been doing, and don't look at anybody or listen to any gossip. You will be fine, and your own man will find you. Kunle is not that man. Days passed. The villagers did not stop gossiping. Whenever Temi would be passing, maybe she was going to work, you will see some women standing, whispering beside her. People like say this one is cost to. She was so stupid. Next time, she will not carry another man's mama like bag of beans and be doing Madam Too Good on top a man that have not even proposed to you. On top a men, very wicked creature. Next time, she won't do such a thing. She have learned a very big lesson. Regardless of all that, Temilola would hear and she would not talk back. She would just mind her business and walk past. She just helped her mother fry akara by the roadside. She would wake up early, sweep the yard, pound yam and serve customers. By the time it was evening, she would go to the clinic. But something in her had changed. She no longer smiled with her eyes. She no longer sang while sleeping. She just minded her business and became serious with her life. Then one morning, as she finished her chores and was helping her mother fry akara, a woman held her baby crying. The woman was shouting that her baby is dying. Someone should help her. Oh. Please, oh, please, oh. People turned their faces. Some even bring out camera to start videoing instead of helping the woman. But Temilola, since she was there, frying akara and assisting her mother, she stood and said to the woman, "Give me the baby." Temilola took the baby, checked her, and noticed that this was not what she could do. She then ran to the clinic and shouted for help. After everything, the baby survived. The woman knelt down and cried, and she even blessed her and thanked her for what she did. Temilola was so happy. She just said to her, "There is no need for all that, ma. I did what is right." Later, the woman came back with her husband, a very quiet man, tall, and he wore a mechanic shirt. His name was Mr. Dayo. He came to thank Temilola for what she did. "You are very kind, and your kind of woman are very rare. And any man that will marry you, if the person did not kneel down, do not accept that proposal." Temitola just looked at him and smiled. "Thank you so much. I appreciate." That simple gesture that she did made her so happy. And Temilola's routine continued like that. She didn't go home and start whiling away in sorrow. She didn't cry or shout. She have moved past the hurt. She would just do whatever she does every morning. She would sweep the compound, wash plates, and continue to fry akara with her mother. And later on, she would go to the clinic. Even though people did not stop gossiping whenever Temitola walked past, no one dared to talk to her or tell her all those things in her face because Temilola still greeted them with respect. Back to Kunle's house. After he got married to his new wife, the big city lawyer, everything was going on well, but not as he expected. It turns out that Kunle's wife is not the kind of woman that submits to men. She doesn't greet her elders. She never helped in the kitchen. She called Kunle's mother that old witch, or sometimes that old woman. One afternoon, Kunle's mother fainted again. This time around, no one carried her. The new wife shouted at Kunle when he requested for help. "I am not a nurse, so, nor do I look like a doctor to you. Can't you call someone? You better be fast before you lose your mother." It was when Kunle came out and shouted for help that the neighbors rushed in. Another one called a bike and they helped to take the mother to the clinic. Kunle sat outside his house one evening. His hands were on his head. He knew he had messed up so badly. His friend Tunde came to visit him. "Guy, wetin dey happen? What happened? You called me. What is it? Did anything bad happen?" "She's not the same again, no. She's not the woman I got married to. After this marriage, she really changed. Now, she's telling me that she won't stay in this village with me, that she's going back to the city. Why?" Tunde, Kunle's friend, frowned. "But I thought you said she was different and you know her, like you have dated her and you saw that she was really good. So why is she now changing her behavior?" I am sorry, oh, I'm sorry, guy." Kunle looked at his friend in a very big disappointment. "Guy, I thought so, but she's different in the wrong way. I never knew I was getting myself into very big trouble. This woman, she's big trouble. If I told you what I've endured in just few days of marriage, now you go pity me, oh." Meanwhile, as Temilola moved on with her life and she continued helping her mother and going to the clinic. At the clinic, a new doctor was transferred to them, Dr. Oche, very young, smart and calm. He was sent from the city to help build the rural health center. One day, after he resumed work, He came to buy akara from Temilola's mother. Temilola was the one that served him. He looked at her. You, I remember you. Do you work at the clinic? He asked Temi. Temi nodded. Yes, sir. I work at the clinic before I fell sick, but I do part-time now. I don't come always because I assist my mother. The doctor smiled. Well, we need someone like you. Please come tomorrow and see me. Temitola did not really expect much, but the next morning, she went back to the clinic. When she walked into his office, the doctor stood up and offered her a seat. Well, Temi, your stories are everywhere. After I finished buying akara from you, two women walked up to me and started telling me, don't smile too much, oh. Is it the lady that went and do all the do for a man? At the end of the day, she was abandoned. Or more. These your village people, they love to gossip a lot too. And that was how I heard the full gist of what really happened to you and your boyfriend. I am sorry, but it was really entertaining. I had to stand and listen to those women. Omo, they are really good in telling stories. I wish they would put that skills and make money out of it. But regardless, I am not telling you this because I want to mock you. I'm telling you this because carrying someone else's mother in the rain, wow, that is what this job really needs. Someone that works from the heart, someone that loves her job, okay? And I would love to have you back fully, not as part-time now. I wouldn't love to see you frying akara and you are wasting all those time. No, I want to have you back fully, not just as someone that is coming to come and resume her part-time work. No, I want to have you back as a community health officer in training. Apart from the stories about your ex, I also heard the good things you have been doing and how you work with your heart. Temilola was so happy. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I truly appreciate this. As Temilola resumed work, the nurses clapped when she came in. Welcome back, Nurse T. Welcome back, Nurse T. That was what was ringing in the word. She was also happy to feel so loved by people. But this time she resumed. She didn't talk much. Her hands were just doing the magic. She cleaned wounds gently, she held babies with care, and she stayed late at night to pray for her patients. Dr. Uche watched her quietly, day by day, months reach. Then one morning, he woke up to her while she was wiping a patient's bed. Temi, can I ask you something? Temi looked up. Yes, doctor. Then the doctor cleared his throat. I've been meaning to ask you and say this, but I needed time. I just wanted you in the clinic. Not just because you are really good at what you do, but because when I saw you sold that akara to me that day, I fell in love. Like, I couldn't stop staring. I'm sorry for coming too forward, but I think there is no need beating around the bush. I want you in my life. Temi froze. We can start slow. I'm not rushing things. We can get to know each other, you know? Then we can take things to the next level. Nurse T was so happy. Temi was the happiest woman on earth because she had already fallen in love with the doctor. They work hand in hand and she has been admiring him from day one. She gladly accepted and they started dating. Just 3 months after, the doctor asked Temi to be his girlfriend. He knelt down right inside the clinic hall and proposed to Nurse T. Will you marry me, Temi Lola? The Nurse T of the whole community. Other nurses screamed, say yes, oh, say yes, oh. The matrons, all of them came out clapping. Temi Lola covered her mouth in shock. She wasn't expecting the proposal, but this time around, she was so happy. She smiled and then nodded, yes, I would marry you. Everyone clapped for her, and the whole town heard about this proposal. Even Kule heard that Temi is getting married to a very fine doctor from Enugu. Kule sat still, but he couldn't speak. Later that night, he walked alone to her mother's compound. He stood near the gate looking around, hoping to see Temi. But fortunately for her, Temi was actually seated outside under the tree beside their house. And Kole walked towards her. "Hi, Temi. I just want to talk to you." Temi granted him audience and he started to talk. "I just came to say I am sorry, okay? I really messed up and I could not even face you after my marriage failed with my wife. I am so sorry." Temi looked at him. "Kunle, I've forgiven you a long time ago. I gave you everything, my time, my strength, my heart. But you choose to betray me. And you carried everything I gave you and go and give it to another woman. I am so sorry, Temi. But do you still think of me?" Temi looked at him surprisingly. "Think of you? Well, yes, I do. But not because we were both lovers. I only think of you because I learned a very good lesson from you. And that lesson turned me to who I am today." After Temi finished talking, she walked back inside, leaving Kule standing there like a fool. 1 month later, Temilola and Dr. Uche got married happily. Hello besties, thank you for staying with me again to the end of this beautiful story. Just know this, love needs clarity, not assumption. And I'm so happy that Temilola found love at last. I hope you are too. Kindly support this story by giving it a very big thumbs up and sharing it to your loved ones. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so you won't miss the next upload. See you on the next one. Goodbye and stay blessed.